expect me to stay like I'm your only escape.
Hey y'all, it's your good sis Erica Bain back again with another Sistas video. And as promised, this is going to be my predictions for episode 9. Complicated situations. Let's get into it. Y'all, these sisters, honey. Episode 9, I think, is going to be a great episode. I think we're coming upon the mid-season finale. I don't think episode 9 is going to be the mid-season finale, but we're getting closer, so we're getting a little bit more action. The episode 8 was pretty good. The episodes are starting to pick up a bit because, we went into a little lull in the middle. So, like, after around episode 4 or 5, it just started to get a little slower. But now we're starting to pick back up steam, honey. And episode 9, we're going to start off with Andi, Gary, and her client counsel, or her client's defense counsel that she was meeting with, and Gary pops up on. And y'all, I think that this is going to be a whole thing. It's going to be a thing, but not like what we have seen before. So we've seen a lot of explosive moments with Gary before. This is going to be a test of how his therapy is actually working. This is going to be a test of if he is actually making any kind of strides, if he's getting better. We know that he's still jealous, hence the reason why he showed up to begin with. Like, let's start there. Sir, what are you even doing here? Andi told him where she was going to be, because she told him that she was going to be out with the girls. If you missed it, I did do a preview video where I talked a little bit more about them, because I'm not going to spend too much time on them in this predictions video. So go and check out the preview video so that you can get a little bit more on Andi and Gary if you want it. It's there if you want it, because I'm pretty much over all of them. But this is definitely going to be a test of Gary's patience, his love, and his trust of Andi. And it's going to be a good indicator, I think, of where their relationship is going and if they can actually turn this ship around. They have had so much in the past, like so much mistrust, so much disrespect, so much just abuse, in my opinion, that I really have been calling for them to not be together for a while, just like Karen has been calling for them not to be together. And I think that also we're going to see the girls potentially get into it, because they're also at this restaurant. They're just at another table, right? And now they got the bomb drop that Andi had this gun pulled on her, and the ex-wife actually shot Gary in Andi's home. So they got a little bit more perspective, and Dani and Sabrina are not necessarily going to be all gung-ho, Andi, do what you want, it's your life. Yeah, it's her life until somebody come and take it behind some dumb decision that she made to follow behind some dumb man, right? Yes, exactly. Can we get back to business, please, and get this man up out of y'all's life? Yes, let's do that. So I definitely think there's going to be some type of conversation amongst everyone. I don't think they're going to turn this restaurant out, y'all, but I definitely think that there's going to be some kind of conversation, some kind of confrontation, because while he's trying to confront, Andi and the opposing counsel, they still got big beef. Like, they got lawsuits. Like, Karen was given a subpoena to appear in court, and they're being named in this lawsuit against Andi by the ex-wife. So they can go ahead and confront Gary and Andi right in this restaurant, because they both right in front of them, and lay it out, say what it is and what it ain't gonna be. And I'm hoping that we get to see that in this episode. Now, also, we get to see Zach and Fatima talking, and Zach is like, don't trust me, I'm fucked up. Boy, we know. Boy, she know. But you was so dang unlovable, and I can't. So we're going to see the continued yo-yoing between Zach and Fatima. Hopefully after last night's episode, or this episode 8, he trusts her a little bit more, because he was jumping to conclusion thinking that she was a part of the thing that like got him put to the bottom of the list. Whole time it was little corny Gump dude, and that really hurt her and really made her feel away, so she had to go ahead and correct everybody involved about that. I'm going to make a separate video about Zach and Fatima, because he's only saying what I have been saying, y'all. Like, I know that y'all are team Zatima. I know that the Zatima hive is mad strong, but this is the one thing that I was really worried about, because Zach is not ready yet. Zach is still thinking about Karen, in love with Karen, as well as still navigating getting his together. Like, he had a great win, right? He came up on some money. He came up on a better situation. He still don't have his own place, right? He's still, still leaning a little bit on Fatima, but for the most part, he was standing on his own. And it's going to take him really 100% standing on his own. It's going to take him not necessarily making missteps. So, like, he put all his $20,000 behind this one stock, and he lost it. So now he's feeling down on his luck and kind of reverting back into his old ways. And I was just very concerned that he was going to hurt her, because he has yet to figure out how to get over the hump. Like, he can make some really strong strides and do some really great sprints, to, go forward, but then he also winds up knocking himself a few steps back just by way of his decisions and by way of a little bit of self-sabotage. And I just felt like he wasn't ready for Fatima. So while they have really, really great chemistry, he's not able to meet her where she's at. And I think that that's what he's talking about when he says, don't trust me. One thing I can appreciate is that he's articulating that and he's actually acknowledging that. So again, I'm going to make another video on just Zach and Fatima because I would love to talk a little bit more about them and how their relationship is progressing and what we can expect. Now, Jacoby, he didn't come to Sabrina's house and he wrote a letter about how she didn't do nothing wrong and this is going to be the proof, and I guess he's apologizing. And sir, no, absolutely not after this. Don't try to be her friend, even though this is what's going to happen, y'all. He going to try to be her friend. He going to try to make it all right. When I tell you Sabrina better not open her legs to this man, Sabrina better not open her legs to this man. Your days of being butt naked in the refrigerator are over, sir. You have absolutely crossed the line. You have done the unspeakable. You have done the most despicable, and we're done. We have had it. There's the door. I do think that the Jacoby character is going to be around for a while. So, y'all, I don't really have too many predictions in reference to what his storyline is going to turn to next. But he can't come back to that bank. Maybe he starts stripping at that strip club that old boy gave her the card to from back in high school or college or whatever. Maybe he ends up at the strip club, and when they go see him, then they see him stripping because now he don't have no way of making money. He got a nice body or whatever. But he can't come back to that bank. That's all I know. That's it. That's all. And Maurice and the scammer guy, I can't. We're going to see them, y'all. Apparently, they're about to start their little relationship. He is cheesing way too much for me. The scammer guy is cheesing way too much for me to know that he has stolen Calvin's money and now he's back in Calvin's house and booed up with Calvin's roommate, and he's a little bit too happy. I know that Maurice has talked you through some dark times, sir, but you're a little too comfortable for me. And the biggest thing that I actually missed in my preview video, so that's my bad, but I'm definitely included in this predictions video, is that Danny slept on the couch and Preston is calling her out on it in this trailer. She's like, I didn't want to wake you. Ma'am, you're putting in distance. You're literally putting in physical distance because you're saying that you want a little bit more distance because you were uncomfortable about him making a reference to wanting to marry you eventually one day. It's like, sis, if you don't open your damn mouth and speak your piece, this is one of the best guys on the show in reference to emotional security, emotional stability, emotional IQ. You can talk to him. You can tell him that that comment made you uncomfortable. You can tell him that you weren't thinking about marriage, and he's going to understand because he was not proposing to you in that moment, sis. Like, damn, Danny, come on, girl. You over here, you on Karen's neck about some BS and about Andi when Andi is dead wrong. Then you over here trying to sabotage your daggone self. And sis, you were my favorite sis from the jump, and now you sliding. You sliding, and we don't love to see it. That's point blank, period. And y'all, the very end of this trailer, I also missed this. I don't know how I didn't catch these two scenes at the end, but Aaron pops up on Karen at her shop and he's, applying a little bit of pressure. It feels like it's only been a day, y'all, so maybe he hasn't disappeared for like that long. But the fact that he ran up out of there after they had sex and he didn't have no real rap and he seemed uncomfortable, he left a bad taste in my mouth when the way that he left Karen like that after she finally gave in and had sex with him. So now that he popping up and applying all this sexual pressure and rolling up and kissing her and trying to be all cute, I'm just like, sir, where were you? What's going on in your mind? You're gonna have to download before we do any of this because I'm not finna do this craziness with you. It's been a crazy last 2 seasons. The amount of time it's only been about, I guess, a month total for all these 2 seasons because y'all know Tyler Perry. But no, sir, you're gonna have to open up your mouth. Don't kiss on me. Open your mouth and talk. Don't open your mouth to kiss me. Open your mouth and talk. Like, what are you thinking? What's going on? Because Karen does not need to be sideswiped, doesn't need to be discombobulated or nothing behind no other man. And Aaron, if you want some BS, you can go ahead and take it somewhere else because we still got to sort through our feelings about Zach. And that's on period. And y'all, that is my predictions for episode 9, Complicated Situations. If you missed my breakdown for episode 8, you can check it out right here. I have my Sistas playlist link for you, as well as 2 suggestions for other series if you want to check out something new. Also, check the link in the description box because we have links to other videos. You can get on my email list because I do rewatches with my subscribers, and I think I want to start doing some Sistas rewatches, so let me know what y'all think about that. I have been watching Sistas on this new app called Philo, and I absolutely love it. The interface is great. It's super user friendly, and it works on my computer as well as doing Chromecast or streaming to my TV. So check the link in the description box if you want to check out Philo as well as an alternative to cable, honey, because they got a little amazing deal going on. And this is a not sponsored video, video, but I definitely wanted to share it with you guys because we are using it to watch a lot of the shows that we are covering. So check the link in the description box for that. And now be sure to hit the subscribe button before you head out so that you don't miss any of my sisters videos, as well as all of my other entertainment videos that I post every single day. I have my sisters playlist link for you right here, as well as 2 suggestions for you. If you missed my episode 8 breakdown, you can check it out. I'll have it linked in the description box as well as in the cards above. It's your girl Erica Vane coming to you about sisters, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.